Okay. Okay, yay, Jer. Okay. Let's see, where's my mic? Okay, so I would like to welcome everybody here today, and it's great to see you. And now I'm hooked up.
Better watch out.
Yeah, perfect. Thanks, Jim. Okay, so I know we have a couple of visitors today, and I'd like to take a moment to welcome you. And if you'd like to, if you're not shy, if you're shy, just say no. But if you're not shy, some people are like, no. If you wouldn't mind standing up and introducing yourselves, we'd appreciate it.
Very well. I'm not shy. I don't like to be too public, but I'm not shy about talking. I'm Gillian Behrens, and I come from the Triumph Columbus area.
Well, welcome. It's great to have you here.
Good morning, I'm Robbie Turkile and I live in Triumph.
Hey, welcome. Good to see you. Happy to have you here. And anyone else here for their first time? Okay. I hope we can get this AC working. Now, Jerry, just FYI, the fan was on and then I pushed it to auto because the fan wasn't working either. We've had some problems with it. Okay, well, next week we'll pass out fast. Now let's hope that we actually get this fixed. They came in and fixed it on Monday, and I guess they didn't get it. I'm watching this right now. Okay, so let's get exercise.
A whole bunch of menopause ladies.
Yeah, that's right. Exactly. Okay, well, we'll burn off some more calories by getting up and singing our opening song. So if you want to stand up and join us, and I would like to invite my dancers up here. Oh, yeah. Okay. Mary will dance. Yeah, you were so good. Yeah, okay. Here we go. Hold on one sec. This is what I did last week. I apologize, it's the same thing. I haven't mastered it. I apologize. No, it's not. Okay, we got background music. Yeah, well, we can dance to Enya. Yeah. It might be a little different beat, but it's good. Okay, we'll start this party over, and here we go. Okay.
I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the
When Annette walked in, I said, "How you doing?" She goes, "Well, this leg's bad and this one's worse. I can't walk." And she had her walking stick, and now she's up here dancing with the walking stick. I think she feels better. Yeah. She's had it. Okay. So we've got, these are, Jim, I think I need to turn this down a little. Sorry. I screwed around with it. I apologize. My fault. Okay, so I don't, okay, so this week we have a couple of upcoming special events. I'm getting to that. And we have a couple of special events, and I'm going to let Alexandra and Susan Marie tell us what we're doing. I'll let you go first. Come on up here, Alexandra. Alexandria. You're in Alexandria. Yeah, you can project.
Okay, I'm gonna lean into Charlotte. So Tuesday at 4 o'clock, we're gonna be here. It'll take about an hour, and this is a wholesale clearing process. So anything you've been dragging around with you and you're ready to let it go, we're gonna do it Tuesday at 4. And this is my project because I'm working on my doctorate degree, and so there is a short pre-survey. We're going to do the process. 2 weeks later, I'm going to want everybody to fill out another survey to show the difference that it's made in your life, if any.
You have a goal and you'll have psychological profiles of how you fulfill this goal.
Okay, well, I'm happy to talk about that with you after, okay?
Okay, that'll be good. Okay.
Okay, great. Thank you, Alexandria. Okay, so that's very exciting. She's going to work on the Ho'oponopono, and this is a way that we can get rid of our junk and just show up fully.
New modern version.
It's new modern version of Ho'oponopono, which is awesome. And Susan Marie, you want to come up here? She's doing her workshop. I love this. Blueprint for a loving lifetime mate. So all you single people out there, if you want to be with Susan, Thursday at 1.
Good morning, everyone. I'm going to just grab the mic. Can you hear me? Thursday at 1 o'clock, we're going to do Blueprint for a Loving Lifetime Mate. It is a blueprint. The process that we have can be used for a new home, a new car, a new career, a new pet, whatever it is that you choose. We are all architects. You know, some of us have the gift of building with our hands, and they make, folks make beautiful, beautiful things. I do not have that gift, but we all have the gift of building with our minds. Yes. So we can build our life. Yes.
Talk louder.
Yes, we can build our life. And so this, I'm going to give you the methodology, a good guide, good spiritual science on how to do this. Very simple, very, very simple. Bringing God into the process and our thoughts. Isn't that nice?
Yeah.
So simple.
Well, and you're awesome. So,
And with me, you get notes. You know you get notes.
and she'll have a microphone, so you don't have to worry. So I forgot Tim's not here today, and unfortunately I didn't set up the mic, so I apologize.
And on Saturday, we're going to be at Read the Web.
Yes, Crystal Visions, yeah.
Crystal Visions. No charge to come in, just there's vendors. You know, it's just a really nice presentation. Blair does a beautiful job. Yes, ma'am. I'm going to give these out, just a few that I have.
Okay.
So Saturday, Read the Web, and we'll see you here on Thursday. It's a beautiful class. It's my privilege to bring this information to you.
Thank you. Okay, terrific. Okay, and man, it is hot. Oh, and we have an announcement. Go ahead there, Art.
Yeah, Reggie and I are getting married on Saturday, November 11/11 at 11:11 in the morning here. And I'm going to put this, there's some invitations on the table here, and there's one on the bulletin board. And just your name and how many guests you'll bring, like if it's your husband or partner or, you know, gecko, I don't know what. But anyways, this is if you want to sign up. Next week we'll start a potluck list. We're going to do a potluck following the service. So, and everyone, Reggie wanted me to let you all know that you are our family and we want our family there.
Oh, well, great. Can't wait. That's awesome. Okay, before we get into Ed, hold on one second. Julie, I know you had an announcement about your women's group this week.
Oh, it rocked.
Everybody, always, you are invited, but this week it's not here, it's in my home. I'm having cataract surgery that morning, and so I decided we'll have a party, and it's a potluck, but we're also having a women's movie that's very interesting, where women came into their power in terms of their body, and it's a fabulous movie. So we'll be showing that, and then have a potluck dinner, and Charlotte's going to put a note out that if you want to come, I need to know so that I can prepare for it, for seating and that kind of thing. So I live in the Oaks, and you're all invited at 4 o'clock on Wednesday. So she'll put a note out about it, about the directions. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Julie. I'm looking forward to it. We've got Vicki Van Vinkt is now. Oh, that's so much better, Kelly. Thank you. Can breathe. Okay, so we got the Foothills Open Art. They call it Art Trek. So and Vicki is one of the artists that's going to be participating. And Vicki is the one who's painted these gorgeous paintings in here. And anyway, this is what it is. It's next weekend. Yes, Vicki? And if you have any questions, Vicki's going to help lead the meditation with me, so you'll know who she is. And if you want to ask her more questions, please feel free to see her after the service. And Bob, what about you?
I belonged to a storytelling circle in Asheville. We had about 30 people in the circle, and people would come and sign up if they wanted to tell a story, and we went around and told stories. And there were some really good professional storytellers there. I don't want to go all the way to Asheville to tell stories, but I talked to Charlotte about maybe having a storytelling circle that meets once a month here, and the idea would be to sign up when you come in if you want to tell a story, and how many minutes it would take, somewhere between 4 to 6 minutes. And we would be emphasizing true life stories that are uplifting. Mm-hmm. And I guarantee you, if I tell a couple of my stories, by the time I'm done, somebody else is going to want to tell one of their stories, because stories bring up things for all of us. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So then when the people are done with the ones that signed up, if there's more time, then people can raise their hands and tell stories. And we're all storytellers. We all have stories. So I've had people say, well, I'm not a storyteller. We all have stories to tell. So I just wanted to get an idea of how many people might be interested in having this happen once a month. Can you raise your hand to give me an idea of how many people might be interested? Because I told Charlotte if there's more than 10, we'll do it. And I see about 15.
Yeah.
So I think we should do this. So keep an eye out on the email thing. And I did see, it says thank you, Ed. Are you going to mention whether he's canceled his thing tonight? Is he back yet?
Yes, he has canceled the thing tonight. Okay. Yes, thank you. Obviously, he's not with us. He's there.
Oh, also one other thing too is I would like to have one or two other people host these with me, so that so none of us have a commitment to have to do it each time. That somebody else can facilitate, and it would really be easy to do. So if somebody here would like to help facilitate some of these, let me know before you disappear today, and I appreciate it.
Okay, and thank you so much, Bob. That's going to be awesome. Thank you. Okay, so I got a surprise. Ed, we've been in touch. He's kept me up to date on everything that's happened, and as you see, from going to West Virginia for the flood victims a few years ago, we had, I know that Redding Wolf was with me, and Dottie and Susan Warner. And anyway, what happened was they're very organized, and they don't want people just showing up to, I'm ready to work. Even though they want you there, they need it more structured and organized, and understandably so. Well, Ed he just parked on the side of the road. He said, I volunteer my services to you. I will cut, clean, and help you, and my name is Ed. And a family came, and a couple, and they had asked him for their help, so he went and helped them for a few days, stayed with them. And I've got a bigger surprise. I'm going to let Ed tell you himself. So, we are going to bring him in, God willing. We'll see if this works.
This is live? Or YouTube? Yeah, live.
Oh, you put a shirt on, thank you. Earlier today, I said, don't come naked to this place. Oh,
There's mom.
oh, there's Mom.
Good morning.
Can you hear us?
Yeah.
So let's see. Can she see and meet everybody?
Yeah. Oh, you're asking for a lot here, but we'll make it work. Okay.
Oh, boy.
Now, can you see the group? Hi. Okay. All these people were praying for you.
These are all the people praying.
Thank you so much. Your prayers have not only been felt, but they have succeeded in helping to cure me.
Hold on. We didn't lose them, I don't think. I knew that could be a little issue in going around, but no, Ed, just a sec. Okay, we're back.
There you go. Okay, so awesome. So did you get a chance to hear what she said?
No.
We didn't, because, no, can she please say it again?
Okay.
I said I want to thank all of you for your prayers. Not only have they been thoroughly felt by me, my healing has been so super because of all of you and your prayers. If anyone says that God does not exist and that prayer does not work, let them come and speak to me. I am a product. And I want to thank all of you for it.
Oh, God bless you.
You're welcome.
We're so happy to see you smiling.
Thank
See you
you.
there with your little boy.
My little boy.
Yeah.
That's silly little boy.
Yeah. We miss him, but I'm glad he's with you.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad he's here too.
Oh yeah, you could say that.
I want you to thank, it's a Vicky, right?
Yes.
Vicky who painted this. Namaste, Tree of Life. It's the crystal tree. It's absolutely beautiful. Thank you so much, and I will treasure it. Thank you.
Oh, that's beautiful. Thank you, Vicki. That's awesome.
Yeah. So everybody, I will be home. I will be home shortly. I don't know if you can hear me now.
Yeah, we can hear you. We can't see you. Oh, now we can see you. Well, now we just, okay. Okay.
I'm trying.
You're doing good. Yeah. We miss you.
Thank you.
Well,
I will be back. I think I may be making my trip back north next week. I do want to spend another few days with my mom after being down in the Keys for a few days also. And, that was an unbelievable experience. So not only do I get a chance to come down and spend some time with my mom, with many of your donations and your support and love, but I was able to help out two couples down in the Keys that was really in need of some serious help. And the experience down there was amazing. But I would never, I could not imagine not going down there as I did and experiencing those things that I did with them and creating new friendships while I was down there. And then now I get to come up and spend some time with my mom for the remainder of my trip. And it's because of you guys and your support that allowed this to happen for me and for my mom. So thank you very much. I love you.
we love you. See you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Take care.
Thank you for letting us see you.
God bless you. Bye-bye now.
Bye.
Technology is an amazing thing. Bye, you guys. Wow. How about that? That is amazing.
Yeah, good job.
I know, I feel like I'm watching the Jetsons or something. We're living in the Jetsons. So that's amazing, and I'm so happy. For those of you that don't know, I won't go into great detail, but Ed's mother had a bionic surgery. It goes beyond. Her insides are now bionic, and God bless her. She's really bounced back. She looks great, and thank you for all your prayers. And as this is the ongoing classes this week, they're all in the newsletter. If you don't receive our newsletter yet, you can sign up over here, and you'll get one tonight in the email. And I would like to invite Mary. Mary, this was a great testimony to our prayer ministry. And before Mary gets started, I do have a prayer request for prayer from Elena Gallenberger. She is asking for prayers. Her cancer is back in her breast, and she's having a mastectomy next week. And send her love and prayers. She's asking for that, and she's resilient, and I know she'll be just fine, especially with this prayer team and this prayer leader. So, Mary.
See? It works.
Yeah.
As Susan Marie pointed out a little while ago, with God and our minds and our hearts, we are the most extraordinary healers and creators, as you just saw testimony to. And I would like for everyone, not just those here in this room, but to open your hearts to the truth of your power and the power of love. It's a real thing. It's a real thing, and we are part of it. So, I'd like for you to just close your eyes for a minute. A couple of nice, deep, cleansing breaths of life. And as you exhale, bring into your heart and into your mind any situation, any person, any relationship, Mother Earth, and all who in and upon her dwell. Anything, bring it into your heart's space. Put your arms around it. Put your loving, healing arms around it. Holy Spirit, we thank you for awakening us to our truth. We
Thank you for awakening us to our radiance. We thank you for awakening us to our power to heal. And we thank you for awakening us to love. And so it is.
So it is. Amen.
Thank you, and thank all you all.
You guys are amazing.
Okay, yes they are. Okay, so Vicki, I would like to invite Vicki up. She's going to play her reverie harp, which is fantastic and transformative. So let's just continue in that spirit of love and keep our eyes gently closed and just allow your breath to relax your body and quiet your mind as we come together in one heart. With each breath, our connection to each other and Source grows stronger. With each breath, we become lighter. We become more connected to all things. And we see beyond the illusion of fear and suffering. And we experience fully the kingdom of heaven. We are all one. And every decision in every moment brings the world closer to heaven or keeps us in fear and separation. And at this time, take a few moments in this vortex of light and love that we've co-created here in this moment. And bring into your heart and your mind situations or people or pets or destinations that make your heart sing and feel fully the presence of this love. For in each time we choose this, we are bringing a lighter energy into this world. Envision your pet or your loved one or your favorite place and be still. Every cell in your body is restored and renewed. Every thought in your mind is transformed to love. We give thanks for the simplicity, the gift of peace. We blanket our Mother Earth and every single man, woman, and child in this love that we feel here now. And we give thanks. And so it is. for those of you that were here last week, we had a discussion, a talk about the end of the world as we know it, and there were lots of thoughts, prophecies, ideas out there that maybe we wouldn't be here today. And there's certain, for those of you that weren't here or don't remember exactly, September 23rd, yesterday, was an astrological alignment that some people believed was the end of the world. Now I was talking to Peggy about it, and she said that she shared with her boss that we played REM, The End of the World as We Know It. He goes, well, you know, what kind of church is that? Then we play REM. Well, wait till you see the song I have today. Yeah. So it's, we're not that kind of church, okay? You know, we're just, we're here to have fun, explore all ideas, and find a way to navigate through this thing called life in the most peaceful, happy, connected way possible. And that's, we're doing a darn good job of it. And we're here to support each other, and it just warms my heart every week to be here with all you guys, because it's just a blast of so much love. It's amazing. So there's, I'm still here. You're still here, I think. Who knows, maybe we left and didn't know it. Maybe we're those that were left behind. We better go check the other churches just to be sure. Just kidding. So anyway, so here's the bottom line. I found this, and it says, as long as there's organized religion, there will be end-time prophecies. These predictions will come and go, and we should not buy into the fear and propaganda that end-time prophecy brings. Religion was created by man to control man, and as we know, religion equals subservience, control, and conformity. The same template as every government. All governments rule through fear, so don't buy into fear propaganda, and enjoy each day by living in the now. Bottom line, isn't that? That's, so it's. This is not. I'm not a religion basher. I'm one of the maybe few or all of you. I don't know. I have a very fond memory of my Christian upbringing, so I'm not bashing it. But I think that we also have to understand that often there's a lot of propaganda through religion. You know, if you get, and what got me into this, and I've shared this many, many times with you guys, what really got me to expand, you know, like I said, I had this beautiful Christian upbringing, and I went to a Methodist college and, you know, loved it. There was no, like, about it. But I also thought that there had to be way, way more. And I wanted to, like this says here, religion was created by man to control man. And I think that, you know, as the minister of the church, his definition of a cult, he said it's a church down the street. So it's, you know, everyone, and I never understood, like, if you go, you know, one belief system versus the other, depending on where you go, it's kind of like, well, I just got confused, you know? I was like, well, which one of these is right? But if you really take the time to go, and I find now all my paths of studies and experiences, it's all right here within us. It's all within us. And if we just go to our heart, we'll be led every moment to heal, to join, to be happy and to be healed and whole and healthy and all that good stuff. So it's up to us to make the decision for peace. And for me, the Holy Spirit is the voice for God that dwells within me and each and every one of you and everyone on this entire planet. So moment by moment, we're choosing the voice of love or fear, the Holy Spirit or the ego. So the governments, you know, we see all, if you turn on the news and propaganda, fear, 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 and you know, it's just mind-boggling, okay? And some people, it really